Hey everybody, I hope you're having a great day. Okay, I've been a little bit far behind today. We just got back from a trip late last night, and so I usually come on here early in the morning and I just had so much. Does anybody ever feel like they need a vacation from the vacation? Like a vacation from a vacation. Although I wasn't on a vacation, I was actually at a conference learning about ketones and ketosis in the brain and so much, but I still think I need a vacation from what I did. So I had to come home and we had laundry and homeschool and had to get caught up on life, and I was trying to take deep breaths and I was like, I haven't even talked to my KetoMOM community yet. And so we've had a great day. All the laundry is almost in the wash machine. And so there's been so many messages. I think I've gotten to almost all of your questions. And so I just wanted to hop on here to talk about a couple things, because some of the questions that I have answered over the last day or 48 hours was revolving around fat bombs. Here's your accountability. So for those of you who are doing the entire month of September accountabilities, check in below. We do this every single month. And what's crazy is Facebook has this little crazy Facebook algorithm. Crazy word, I don't understand it all, but what happens is if I don't physically put, and I'm just going to be real, like money towards a video, you won't see it. And so I tell people, if you're a part of the accountability, either put something in your calendar so that you check in every single day, because people are going, I'm not seeing your videos, I'm not seeing your videos. It's kind of how Facebook works, right? And so I think you can actually go into the page and get the notifications, or you can go in and just put a calendar, go and check it, only for your accountability. It's not like you have to come and see me, but for those of you who are like, oh shoot, I didn't come in and check in, it's because of how Facebook works. So if you want to stay accountable, go put it in your calendar to check it every single day, or I know there's some place on the page you can just get the notifications from the KetoMOM page, so go do that. Welcome, how are you doing? Where are you tuning in from? I'm currently in Minnesota. We just got back from Dallas. We had a great event. We're going to talk a little bit about fat, because that seemed to be almost in like 75% of the questions that I got asked over the last 48 hours. And so, fat. Why do you have to eat fat? And I'm going to tell you something. I had a girl that messaged me yesterday and she said, hey, I've gained some weight. I don't understand what's happening. I haven't changed my diet. I started adding in fats and I don't get it. So I had to explain to her, you can't eat whatever you want and add in a whole bunch of fat, because what's going to happen? You can't eat carbs and you can't eat a whole bunch of fats together, because what's going to happen to your fat loss? It's not going to go down. So the point of fats is this. When you're eating fat, what are some good fats? Organic butter, avocados, coconut oil, even like fattier meats. All of that stuff is good, but if you're not going to lower the carbs, guess what's going to happen? You're not going to see the fat loss, which most of you are here for. Now, there are a lot of benefits to ketones and ketosis besides just fat loss. That's what most people start with, and then they have an entire array of benefits that they had no idea. So what I want to talk to you about is really quick. Fat bombs. Why do people have fat bombs? Because a lot of people are stuck on this macros. Like if you're eating the ketogenic diet, right? Like if you've dove in here and you're like, I'm going to eat keto, I'm going to do this, you're going to eat approximately 80% fat, you got 15% protein and 5% carbs. If you're going to follow those macros, and if your goal is to get into ketosis without using this, right? If you're going to be really strict to your diet, what happens when you get to the end of the day, and I get this question a lot, and you didn't meet your fat percentage, right? But let's say you're not hungry. What are people doing? What they're doing is they're going into their fridge and they're grabbing fat bombs. A fat bomb, you can go to Pinterest and you can type in fat bombs and you'll have ones with chocolate or coconut or maybe some berries, or you'll have like avocado and bacon fat bombs or some cheese fat bombs, or it doesn't matter what it is. All you have to do is go to Pinterest and type in keto fat bombs. Why do you use them? They're a great little treat because they usually have like dark chocolate and coconut oil. So if you're craving something sweet, that's a great option for a fat bomb at the end of the evening. Or like, if you're going, so really that's the intent. Or if you just want to get a little extra fat. What happens though is people have these trays of fat bombs in their freezer and they use them as an excuse to get their fats up. But what happens if you're just slamming fat bombs? You didn't reach your percentage of fat, but you're not hungry. You're eating too much. Like the point of fat and the point of eating low carb, high fat, or the point of eating this way is good fats actually keep you fuller longer. So you don't have to eat every 2 hours. You don't have to eat as much because the fat keeps your body fuller. And so if you're not hungry, don't go slam fat bombs because you didn't reach your fat percentage, right? Or don't go slam fat bombs because like you're craving something, but you don't need 5 of them. And so a fat bomb could be a great tool. It's a great tool to maybe add a little bit more fat in, but not to keep eating a whole bunch of them or to help you with a sweet tooth. They're great for you there, but if you can't control how many you're going to eat, then it might not be a very good tool because it might be hindering more than it's helping. I hope this is making sense. And so I know you've got a couple questions over here. Shouldn't you just be a deficit? Yes. Like the point is this, and I've actually learned this. A lot of people go, I'm going to eat a whole bunch of fat. I'm going to eat a whole bunch of fat, high fat, low carb, right? But you still, if your goal is fat loss, you still need a deficit of calories. So there's a lot of people that don't track calories, and I understand. For the longest time, I didn't either. But this is what I've learned. A calorie that has to do with carbs or protein is not the same amount of calories in fat. It's actually more. It's like 5 calories per carb or protein versus like 9 calories versus fat. So I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not an expert. It's the things that I've learned and listened to. But if you think about it, if you're eating a certain amount of food and all of a sudden you amp up your fat, are you eating more? Right. So you still don't want to overeat the fat. The problem is people are truly eating when they're not hungry. I think that's the biggest thing. And they're not drinking enough water. They think they're hungry. They're usually dehydrated. They're eating too much. And so the biggest thing I would just challenge you is this. Before you decide to grab something to eat, go, am I hungry or am I just thirsty? What should I eat, right? And just know that a lot of people are at this plateau. So like you may reach a plateau. And I actually heard a really great phrase the other day. A girl was like, man, I've reached a plateau. How do I get past it? And he was like, that's amazing. Congratulations. And she was like, I don't get it. Why is that great? He said, that's great because you've been able to sustain to stay with this plateau for a long enough time to where you know what you're doing. That's great because oftentimes people get to a point and they'll fall back down to where they came from. You can sustain this. Now let's figure out what it is and keep going. Sometimes you've got the keto reboot. We do that every single month. That's not coming till October. We've got the product that I love so much that puts you in ketosis or helps with more craving control or energy or focus or appetite control. Like this can help get past a plateau. I tell people, drink more water, get a little bit more sleep, go to bed early. Sometimes we're overeating. So most of the time, people just kind of slip up and they think that they know what they're doing, but then they go back and go, oh shoot, I did eat that cupcake yesterday, or I do eat almost dairy in every single meal. What I'm finding is a lot of women eat excessively amounts of dairy, which causes their body to maybe feel a little bit like bloated, which may stick you here. But if you drop a little bit of that, it might amp you up to go to where you want to go. So I hope this is making sense. Fat bombs. Yeah, so if you have, let's do this. If you have a favorite fat bomb recipe, they can be a really great tool. What is your recipe below? Like post it, because a lot of people go, well, I do want to make some. I want to make some that are good because there's a lot of them out there that are not good, right? So maybe post a dairy-free fat bomb, post a different one. Coconut oil is used in a lot of them, or MCT oil, or butter, cream cheese, dark chocolate. I've seen some with berries. I've seen some with avocado and bacon. So there's lots of different options. You choose, go to Pinterest and type in keto fat bomb. But they are super helpful. So I just wanted to answer that question, and hopefully that makes sense to everybody. And then, yes, it helps with your cravings. And so lots and lots of reasons. Again, your accountability, check in below if you are doing the September accountability. And remember, share what you're doing, how's it going, and what are your goals. Because a lot of people are going, I want to eat better. I want to go to the gym 5 times a week. All of those things. I actually wanted to post a video every single day about a book that I'm writing. A lot of you have asked that. I actually opted out of making the videos, and I've been writing. So I have been writing, I have been brainstorming, I've been writing out all of the titles and the things that I want to talk about. I didn't make the videos, but I have been writing. So for those of you who have asked, thank you. So I think that's it. So check in below, share your favorite fat bomb recipe, say hi, Annie. And that's what we're doing. So we are back on videos. We were gone for an entire week learning about ketones and ketosis in Dallas. You want to show them your trick?
Yeah.
And I'm going to be sharing with you a lot of information that we've learned over the next week.
Ready?
Yes. Show them your trick.
Wait.
We've got. And if you want to know more, a lot of you've been going, I posted something about a keto limeade. which is available all the time now, but I call this my mom fuel. I'll be doing another video later this week specifically about this, but I love this product. It's a game changer. I just did a video and talked to another mom about her mom fuel, and she was saying, you know, it's been 3 weeks and it's gotten her out of bed every single day at 5 o'clock so that she can go to the gym. Or another mom who messaged me going, I've never had better appetite control in my life, right? Or my kids who drink it because it helps them focus with school. What are you learning right now? Your ABCs and 1, 2, 3s, right? My youngest, this is Annie, doesn't love to do school, so we're working on learning, right? She loves to be in front of the camera and she loves lipstick, right? Right? So if you want to know more about this, just post a 5 or 10 below. I do a 5 and a 10 day experience all the time. If you want to try it, learn more about it, I'll send you a video. We can chat. I'd love to hear your goals. Like, if you private message me, I get to all of my messages every single day. And I love to hear your goals of what you need help with. I can give you a food list or what our family's doing or just encourage you, right? So message me below. I hope you guys have a great day. I appreciate all of you. Also, lastly, I would love for you, if this adds value at all, just click the share button. I don't always love to ask that, but I do know that with Facebook and how they allow people to see things, sometimes people don't get to see a lot of it. So post a 5 or 10 below if you want some more information. If it added value, or maybe you thought of a friend that could use this, tag them below, or just share this video. I know there's a share button below, but I would love for you to do that. Our goal as a family is just to help other families achieve better, feel better. We walk everybody through what we do as a family, how we eat, and our passion for this. So I appreciate you all. Have a great night, and we'll talk to you soon.
Bye.